Very important story. The Assam cabinet is very, very important. It's a watershed event, viewers, and I'm not overstating the case. The Assam cabinet has approved the framing of an SOP under the Immigrants Expulsion from Assam Act 1950 to guide the district commissioners and senior police officers to expel illegal migrants from the state and tackle illegal immigration from neighboring countries. The cabinet decision is based on a Supreme Court order which is seen as bypassing the need for the foreigners' tribunals in Assam, where over 82,000 cases are still pending till date. Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has said that, quote, the decision implies that while those foreigners who came before 1971 will be considered citizens, those who came after 1971 will be deported. Under the new SOP, if the commissioner receives such information from the police or any other source that a person is suspected to be an illegal immigrant, he will direct the person to produce evidence of his citizenship within 10 days. Failure to do so will mean immediate deportation. The Assam cabinet has approved the framing of an SOP under the Immigrants Expulsion from Assam Act 1950, and this has been upheld by the Supreme Court, viewers. Very, very importantly, and I want to open this up, therefore, to get a quick sense, dipstick, on the reactions, because this has created an uproar. Now, Mr. Khan, why do you believe that this is an overreach?
First of all, Rahul, there was a law, Illegal Migrants Determination by Tribunals Act 1983, which was scrapped by the Supreme Court in 2005. Therefore, any current government orders being issued by the Assam government, of course, will be challenged because there are various constitutional provisions involved, because we are talking about human, to that they will be devoid of their rights and thrown away. Yes, if there are illegal immigrants, they should be thrown out. And there's a long-standing demand from the people of Assam, and there was which resulted into Assam Accord. And there's a long-standing opposition to the CAA by the people of Assam, that they want all illegal Bangladeshis to be thrown out irrespective of their religion. So there's a lot of confusion. Either Mr. Himanta Sharma or the media who is supporting him does not want to talk about it deliberately, or they are giving him a cover fire because there's a huge wave against corrupt politicians. And Himanta Biswa Sarma is one corrupt politician which has an entire booklet of his corruption published.
So what you're saying is this is a diversionary tactic.
We have seen what is happening in Nepal.
So you're now you want to bring in the...
BJP leaders are scared. BJP leaders are scared about what is going to happen in India, and therefore these are diversionary.
Let me just bring in Tushar Gupta to respond to this charge. Okay, diversionary tactic to avoid what happened in Nepal.
First things first, nothing is going to happen in India. People who are having wet dreams of some anarchist revolution looking at Nepal, they are said to be disappointed. Nothing like that is ever going to happen in India. The state capability is formidable. It cannot be challenged. Point number two, Rahul. Look, the contention here is that whole 10-day period, which many would feel is quite less. You tell me which is the comfortable period for the person to make an appeal. 30 days, 1 year, 6 months, 2 years, because this will drag on. And the opposition needs to understand illegal immigrants is not a BJP or an NDA problem. It's a countrywide problem. It's a problem that will challenge the TMC also in the future. It will challenge the JMM in Jharkhand as well. It will challenge any other party, even the regional parties in Bihar for that matter. So they need to get out of this notion that, oh, it's a BJP problem, and if the BJP is trying to fix it, it's some sort of a diversionary tactic. Absolutely not. Now, my simple point is, if you think 10 days are too less, you tell me how many days does an Indian actually need to prove with this proof that he's actually an Indian? That's my simple point. The ones who are not Indians, the ones who are illegal immigrants, they'll want this to drag on forever. That is where I agree with the Himanta government, that you cannot drag on this forever. You need to have a period, a short period, where decisions are taken and deportations happen. It's that simple.
Well, it's happening in America, viewers, and we've got plane loads of people landing up here. That's just what states do to protect their interests. And I want to tell you that there is a degree of inaccuracy here that is being deliberately put out there. There's disinformation. I'll tell you why. Because the top court is the one that has enabled this SOP, viewers. How? because the top court indicated in its verdict that the Assam government was free to use the Immigrants Expulsion from Assam Act, the IEAA 1950, to detect and deport illegal foreigners. And under this act, the district commissioners are empowered by the central government to evaluate any person who is found to be an illegal immigrant. So, Tausif Khan, should the writ of the Supreme Court not apply? If the constitutional bench of the Supreme Court has come to this conclusion, what's the problem?
You are misleading your viewers. The current order, which is passed just yesterday, as you yourself are saying, by the cabinet of Assam government, has not gone through a judicial review. Are you saying that Supreme Court has already passed this after the judicial review?
Okay,
no, it has not.
Maybe you did not understand what I was saying.
First of all, do not think of your viewers as stupid.
No. I think Mr. Khan. Mr. Khan. You're putting words in my mouth. I said that it was a Supreme Court judgment which has enabled this SOP.
Therefore, this government order has not gone under judicial review.
What is wrong with you, Mr. Khan? If the Supreme Court has taken a certain decision a few months ago, a few years ago, a government is now using that as a tool to exercise the discretion that flows from it. Mr. Gupta, could you put this matter to rest here?
To explain to Mr. Khan, sometimes the Supreme Court judgment also includes a directive for the center or the state government that this is the judgment. However, you need to legislate on this issue and enact a law that ensures that the judgment is implemented in its current form. That is how the election commissioner selection was sort of formulated. That is how the Assam government has formulated its new SOP. It's not to say that this judgment has gone through the Supreme Court. No, this entire SOP has been enabled by what the Supreme Court had as a judgment. As a lawyer, I'm sure I cannot break it down most simply for you. But Rahul, here's the point. You have SIR in Bihar. Opposition has a problem that no, you cannot touch the illegal immigrants. You talk about Jharkhand, where the illegal immigrants are now getting into the tribal neighborhoods. The regional parties raise this issue, not BJP parties. The opposition again says, oh, you're trying to polarize, you're trying to divert. In Assam, there is a legacy issue of illegal immigrants. There is an SOP in place, again, enabled by a Supreme Court judgment. The opposition says, no, you cannot do that. So in any which way, if you want to weed out the illegal immigrants in India, the opposition has a problem. Now the larger question, why? Do they want the illegal immigrants to vote in Indian elections? Do they want the illegal immigrants to use the resources that are meant for poor Indians? Do they want the illegal immigrants to be embedded into the entire equal social system so that the demography change happens at a faster pace? What is the real motivation there? Because if you go to any channel, SIR, Supreme Court or whatever, they say you cannot let this happen.
कागज नहीं दिखाएंगे. CAA, NRC कागज नहीं दिखाएंगे. SIR.
Assam,
ultra-virus of the constitution.
CAA.
I agree with you.
Himanta Biswa Sarma was himself.
Okay, I agree with you. We can all have moments. Agree with you, Mr. Khan.
Understand the issue in Assam.
Mr. Khan, no one has a definitive right to be always stuck to one particular position. People can be very elastic. Political parties are so elastic. They go from one to the other, from one extreme of the political spectrum to the other, and they say that we are doing it because we are serving the country. People can have rethinks, viewers. As long as you're within the bounds of the law, what's the problem? And when you're acting in the interests of the country, what's the problem? Anyhow, viewers, this is an issue that will drag on, and it is going to attract a huge amount of attention, controversy, backlash. I think it should be extended to across the country. Thank you for watching The Hard Facts.